Greetings and salutations, folks. My name's Nick, and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok. And I'm just watching. I'm just admiring your work, Brock. Can't I admire the work that you and Lundia do at the forge? So yeah, we have returned to God of War Ragnarok. We returned to Vanaheim. Vanaheim.
I was curious about some of the flora we've encountered on our travels.
And you will remain curious. It's not my job to teach you everything, Mimir.
Look, I was just asking.
And you have been told.
Well, I can say that again.
No knowledge or information from this source about flowers. Or flora. That includes more than just flowers. So we're back in Vanaheim. We're doing side quests. We've helped out Freya free herself from the bindings that keep her on Midgar. But there are so many side quests. She wants to find something at her wedding site. Make peace with that. Or at the very least, that's how I gather it from the quest information. Let's see, what is it called? Freya's missing piece. And then we also have to help out a ghost, and then we also have to go to the desert and probably have to deal with another jellyfish. So there's a lot of little quests that have suddenly popped up. But let's beat up these guys over here.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Ah, nope, I dodged straight into that.
Behind you, look out!
How many enemies are here? That is a higher number of enemies than I was expecting. Yeah, we'll have to clear out at least some of them. Nope, that missed. Now, does the snare actually... supposedly the snare has a chance to get me health back. Ah, no. But so far, it has not worked. There we go. Finally, it worked once. How long is your combo? How long is your stupid... Nope. And also, this time, he wasn't stunned when I picked up that health item. Most enemies are just get like a temporary... Okay. Can you do something besides just... Can you do something besides just yell out behind me? Like Mimir, he says behind me. Ah, I wish this attack had better range. Nope. Decided to keep on attacking. Alright. Well, at least there are items I can pick up. Do some minor recovery. Alright, let's pop this, get whatever minor item is in here. Nope, I cannot go all the way up to the edge of the... Kratos, why are you moving slightly to the right after I throw this? Okay. If I had some hack silver for every time I stepped in some goopy slop in Vanaheim, I'd be a rich squirrel. Wouldn't the realm be a nicer place without all those shrubs? Torch 'em. I don't think I've got a voice for bitter yet. I think I'm just throwing things at the wall and hoping something sticks. I also have no idea where the game expects me to go. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Do you know why I left that night, Mimir?
Only a hunch.
He showed me who he really was. Odin asked me to cast a protection spell on him. The one I used on my son. But the way it drove our boy mad, I refused. He was furious. Throwing every object he could find, destroyed the room. There was only coldness after that. I tried to make it work, but...
No one could have lived like that, Your Majesty.
Very rude of you. Not only protecting coins, cash, and currency, but also knowledge. For whatever is on
Good
this.
thing you learned the runes, brother.
Anything I can do. No one said this journey would be easy, yet I do find myself questioning how far I thought I'd go to finish the pilgrimage. On the way up, my foot slipped, causing me to stumble. My heart seized in my chest, and I felt I may perhaps perish at the hand of this cliff face. Thankfully, I was able to catch myself, but I suffered a nasty scrape on my knee. I believe blisters may also form on my hands as a result of the rough rocks. My back seems to have also taken to complaining about the pack I have borne for the past few days. While I'm thinking about it, my head has also begun aching. My point here is that if I can make this journey, I believe anyone can as well.
It sounds like that journey is only suffering.
These are just... Oh, hold on. I was going to say, those are just regular birds. No ravens about. And then...
One more for the tree.
Okay, that was a good toss. All right. No, yeah. Yes, you need the aid of magic to destroy mushrooms. Do you not care about my looting, Freya? Also, much like with Atreus, Freya gets to climb first. Always the gentleman he is. Ah. Another one of these Norn chests. I feel like there are just too many of them. Like,
Kratos,
wait.
I see something.
Like if they scaled back on the amount of Norn chests. A little bit. Alright, let's, maybe? Okay. Ah, and I can tell they're both linked now because of that center glow. Okay. I'm slowly getting better at figuring out how these, how that puzzle works. Okay, there are 2 more torches. If I was another torch... where would I be? Freya, if you were a torch, Where would you be? Oh, there's one. Okay, that does go high enough.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
No, I don't think this is going to work. I think I finally figured out how this connects. And I... Maybe? Yes! Fantastic! A regular chest. Oh, yeah, there's the other one. Okay, this one is going to be more straightforward. Yep, and they both glow. And it helps that I'm able to see both of them at the same time. I think that might have been one of the things that was more confusing, because the previous ones, like not being able to see both sigils' centers, so I don't know. I'm just making up excuses at this point. Alas, only 1 out of 4 apples. A little bit longer before I can worry about upgrading my health once again.
Allow me. Food now. I never thought I'd come back here. Reavers, of course.
Watch out! It's a
Oh,
soul
hello.
eater. It doesn't belong here. We must get rid of it. It's explosive. Be careful.
Oh, no. Very rude. I wasn't ready to throw.
Hit his chest. What is wrong? Highly volatile.
Yeah, but there's also all these other fellas. Ah. Forgot I even had that. That's what happens when I don't use the,
Unstable. Get back.
when I don't use the flames of chaos for too long. Damn it. I think I walked directly into whatever that cloud of gas was. Okay, let's see if we can finish this fight. Come on.
This place. It used to be sacred. Now it sits abandoned. Hopefully the objects I'm looking for are still here.
Oh, you're looking for multiple objects, not just one. Okay. I'm sure it's inside this treasure chest. The best way to check is to punch it open.
What's that?
What's what? Oh, the gate?
The door is shut. If memory serves, we'll need to light both of those torches to open it.
Both of which torches? Are there torches up there?
This is a mystic fire. Its flames are short-lived.
Of course it's a mystic fire with short-lived flames. That would have been good to know if... before I set those on fire. Because now it seems like it's going to be a pain in the butt. See, I was hoping I would be able to shoot enough sigils, the same amount of sigils that I would be able to expand, but apparently that is not the case. Alright, let's see if speed is fine. No? Nope, they have to be lit at the same time. Great. What can I actually hit in this area? Ah. So it just bounces off of most of the material on the gate. But, like, how do I... Or is it just the presence of the sigil that's enough? Like, am I making it harder for myself by not experimenting? The answer is no. What can this... Is that good enough? Good enough.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, my bad. He's regaining health from... something over there. Can I reach that? Can you do something besides just watch my left? I'm going to die because I have no health.
Protect yourself!
Okay, fine. Ah, damn it. I didn't notice that it was going to explode. All those gains lost. Okay, I don't really think I like the luck on Serpent Snare because I have to use it so many times for it to actually.
I see the
Son of a.
changes.
Again, I forgot that they explode.
Look at this.
Okay, let's turn off the Was it a relic that did it? No. What did I use that did the chance on? Oh, here we go. Yeah, the attachment. It requires too high of a luck. And I've never used the concussive wave. Alright. I guess it's okay.
From the ceremony.
A symbol of reconciliation. We drank from the lover's chalice until we could hardly stand. I confided in him that night about wanting an apology from Freyr. Odin reassured me that he'd be the only family I'd need. And I believed him.
What other attachments do I have? Like, this one seemed like it procced more than the health bonus. Yeah, we'll stick with the Stonecutter's knob until we find something better.
Anything illuminating?
A blessing on the union of Freya and Odin on this day. Prosperity the people of Vanaheim and Asgard. As the sun shines and the moon glows, so shall the realms remain steadfast in peace. Alright, was there anything for me to pick up back here, or was there... Oh yeah, there was a chest. And there was a word on the wall. There are a lot of things for me to do. Like open this chest and read this word.
It's a denouncement from my people, placed during my wedding.
Traitor. Found outside a ruined temple in Vanaheim. Many of the realm's buildings came to ruin due to natural disaster, or the Einherjar. Freya's temple has fallen for different reasons. It appears that after she left Vanaheim, her own followers vandalized the very temple they once gifted her. Her people saw her marriage as a betrayal, a cowardly way to pass judgment on her actions. Okay, that's where I came from. All right, so we just have those two things to do. Let's go back up and around, which is probably just going back towards the previous area. Oh, hold on.
I can't read that from here. Let's head back and I can take a better look.
Oh, no jumping down from here. no quick, easy ways back to
Better
the
now.
hub area. Oh, because we have story.
The pain only grows. Will I never be free of it? What more do I need to do?
Could a person ever really be free of their regrets? You can destroy their meaning, but their actions live on into time memoriam. Oh, who's...
Switching!
Okay, I think I should get rid of little guy first. Which was a good idea, because he dropped some health. Very rude of you. Ah, son of a... Thought I dodged just in time. Ah, son of a bitch. I thought I... Again! I'm just going... I don't know.
Come on, Kratos.
Let's restart from the checkpoint. Try again. Oh. And I get a free health refill. It's almost... Or, wait. Hold on.
Over to the left.
Am I forward or backwards? I fear that I'm backwards. That the checkpoint is farther back than I was expecting it to be. Oh no. The word is there. Okay, yeah. It's like the game is encouraging me not to resurrect and just to die.
You've got this.
Ah. This poison is definitely going to be the death of me. But it does seem like it affects the enemies at least, so there's that. Okay, let's steer you away from the poison, maybe. There we go. That'll at least get me some health back.
Good show.
And he also dropped some health, too. Treasure map. That took a long time to update on my screen. The Jotnar may be gone from the realms, but giants still rise above the Vanir. My treasure may seem insignificant compared to its lush, sweeping bows, but I prefer to look at it as room for growth. So I'm looking for a tree... That almost kind of looked... Is that where the, where Brock is? If we see it, we'll see it.
Learn anything?
No. The table is filled. Delicacies of both Vanir and Aesir origin have been prepared to symbolize the union of peoples. Succulent fruits to what the appetites, served alongside the salted, crisp skin of young hens. Just the skin. Not the meat or anything, just the skin. Gourds rested and then soused in honey and breads, baked in the lava pits of Eldja. Will be presented as the second course, an offering of Sarimnir has taken the center of the spread, although many Vanir will likely refuse to partake. I'm guessing that's an Aesir delicacy? Nuggets of tender meat for the little ones have been piled high. They will not go hungry tonight. Last but certainly not least, casks of mead have been rolled out in great numbers to account for the thirst such festivities bring upon their guests. Tonight we dine as if Ragnarok will come for us in the morning. Tomorrow we dine in hell. Okay, and I'm guessing that's meant to kind of prevent me from hitting up those mushrooms. Let us have her read the
The word
word.
isn't complete. It's missing a piece.
Never mind. Let's hit up these mushrooms. How close can I get without... No, that's inconnect. It's not connected. I could probably run in and... Okay, tying the puzzle to the arrows can be a little bit of the pain in the butt. Largely because you have to wait for the arrows to recharge. Okay, I was expecting the plant to do something more than
Kratos,
nothing.
I see something.
What do you see? I suppose even a game as big as God of War is going to have placeholder dialogue, like I see something.
So much about that day I wish I could change. If only I'd seen the signs.
Ah.
On your left!
Honestly, I didn't even notice either of them there, because I was busy looking up. Oh, hello.
What's it say, brother?
Well, it says, Vanir tradition is bound in the plaits of our Freya's hair as final touches are made for the ceremony. Blueberg blooms to adorn her locks, and lupine oil to make them shine. Fronds bound around the circlet she wears breathe life into the metal. She is resplendent as the rains on a summer morn. I sound like I'm trying to do an impression of, I forget the... It's like I remember the characters in that show with Fry and... Ah, jeez. I'm falling apart here. Made by the maker of The Simpsons? Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna just look it up because for some reason my brain is drawing a blank. Okay, I remembered it while I was searching for it. Futurama, Zap Brannigan. It sounds like I'm trying to do a Zap Brannigan impression. With the, with my reading of that text, the whole idea of the, wow, you defeated the somethings at the something. The murder bots. I knew that sending wave after wave of my own men.
The crest of the Hewley family.
Like, it sounds like I'm trying to do that.
One of the first families ripped apart by the war.
There's one big problem with living in a peaceful, advanced society that sustained itself for centuries. When war eventually comes calling, there's a good chance you won't have any bloody idea what to do. Some of the Veneer families wanted to fight back against Odin. Others believed they could appeal to his better nature. The Hyley family split down the middle. Half of them took up arms, half refused to spill blood on the virgin soil of Vanaheim. A fissure formed between the pacifists and the militants, a fissure that might well have healed given enough time, but they never got the chance, unfortunately. The Aesir killed them all a few weeks into the war, quickly, indiscriminately. Whether they died with a quill or a sword in their hands, they all died just the same. Yeah, like, a lot of these things are basically saying, hey, Odin is the worst. Like, why... I feel like Kratos wants to avoid war with Asgard because he doesn't want, one, the responsibility, and two, the consequences. But it feels like a long time coming. Everybody has reason to hate Asgard, everybody has reason to hate Odin, and everybody has reason to hate Thor. Like, there seem to be no good guys. But also that you could consider that's probably... Norse mythology for you, too. Well, there we go. Some free health. Do I still have... Did I turn that off? Could I turn that off? Didn't I have a thing that allowed me to gain... health when I killed somebody with a takedown? Or was that a specific item? And then I just switched those items. I did, in fact, switch those items. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. Because I benefited more from having that than not having that. A robust flurry attack that ends in a powerful slash. That sounds interesting. For the Blades of Chaos. Yeah.
It's on that pedestal by the balcony!
What is?
Remove these creatures first.
Oh.
I'll go.
Ah, damn it. No. Very rude of you. Oh, there's no message from the squirrels about that. You're stuck, lost in plot.
It belonged to you.
A symbol of commitment.
That would be the tiara metal band she wore.
After the ceremony, he had a new one made every week, each more beautiful than the last. He stopped when I refused to teach him the old magic. You know, my people used to send me gifts too, so I wouldn't forget home. But after the birth of my son, they stopped too.
Ah, you're busy. Okay. I need you to point your arrow at that. Thank you. Huh. See, this area has a quick and easy return because there's no plot to discuss. I feel like that the instruction for what you're supposed to do should appear a little bit faster.
Can't read it from here. Let's head back down.
Largely because otherwise you're just staring at Kratos just standing there.
I thought I'd feel peace by breaking it, but I feel nothing.
Perhaps what you seek cannot be found in a circlet.
You may be right.
Wasn't I telling you this in
runic
regards
word
to the
appeared over there.
the
See
process of vengeance? That vengeance does not make you whole.
Now I just need to speak the word. Phew, God. After all the battles I've fought, why does the other side of this door scare me most?
Because it has meaning. It
Battles
is
are
not
fought
just
together.
content.
But this battle, you will not fight alone.
I gave you everything. My faith, my love, offerings beyond measure. And you abandoned me. Abandoned us. Abandoned your home. Why? So you could gallivant across the realms with the one-eyed king. Did we sicken you so, your pathetic worshippers, that you would take the first opportunity to leave and never return? I did not know true loneliness until now, nor did I know true rage. I would revenge myself upon you, but you are not here to receive my hate. And so instead I, and as many as will join me, will go to that temple we built for you so long ago, the monument to our gullibility and your selfishness. And we will do it and what we can, and we will do to it what we can only hope one day to do to you. Graffiti you? Put graffiti on you? Very threatening. Very threatening. Actually, you know, I'm just going to change my armor now. Who cares about these extra 9 strength points when we're able to live?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Saw's ready!
There it is. My final tie to Asgard. We drove that sword into the pillar together. The sword was forged for the ceremony. A symbol of our union.
Is it a decent sword or is it like a ornamental? Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Mona.
The stone refuses to let go.
I can see that, Kratos. Is she the stone? Is she the stone? Figuratively. She still can't quite let go. No, that's probably too deep for Kratos.
The deepest wounds form the strongest bonds. Bastard said it as part of our vows. I hate it when he's right. Asgard holds a part of me I can't sever. I bond to my son. To the Valkyries. That damn realm isn't just Odin's. It belongs to me too. The pain he caused is his. I refuse to keep holding on to it. This sword no longer holds our legacy. But it will serve as mine.
A much more fitting use for it.
Okay, so my first thought was that Freya might need to take a bath. The second thought, everybody in this game probably needs to take a bath. Third thought is when Mimir takes a bath, does like Kratos just dunk him into like a tub of water? Freya can equip different swords to customize her combat. View Freya, let's look at your sword. Melee attacks strike with speed and inflict Bifrost on enemies. Alright. Garments sewn for a day when all eyes are on the wearer. Regal Vanir garments. Oh, yep. Sorry. Freya wields the power of both her Vanir and Aesir swords to send out damaging arcs of both stun and Bifrost. All right. That sounds cool.
Anything interesting, brother?
No. I just love a good lore marker. To think of how long it's took to sculpt and write the story on each one. What if no one reads them, though? Oh, please read as many as you can so the story lives on. Okay, but what was... What was that story? Was it a rune we read? No. A lore marker? I don't remember which one I didn't read.
I suppose it's on to the next battle now.
Yes. You won an important one today.
Oh, is the next battle now? Ah, son. Ah, okay, let's get you away from the poison. There we go.
Behind you!
Excellent. Take that. No, hit the... Ah. Nope, stop doing your stupid long combo. Ah, damn it. Make me so angry. Your long combos.
If I may,
Since when have you ever asked for permission?
it's just... I owe you my life, such as it is. And I caused you so much pain. Put you in a terrible situation. For that, Freya, I'm truly sorry.
I wanted to end that war too.
I know. But I swear to do better by you nonetheless. Anything you ask, consider it done. I'm forever in your debt.
I appreciate that. Even if you can't help being an obnoxious know-it-all.
I'm afraid I'll never know how to stop doing that.
All right. What was I last doing? What side quest? There was the one with the revenants, I think. Let's go back to our goals. Oh, we just have to leave the shrine to complete that. Oh, did I leave some health behind? I don't know if I actually need it, but we're taking it anyway. Oh, son of a... Nope, wrong button. There we go. Ah. Take that. Ah. Yeah. Ah. There we go. A seal of a great war. So another enchantment, but I only have room for 2 enchantments. Now let's leave that there for a second. Ah, damn it. Nope, wrong. Ah, we've seen that animation before, I think. Either way.
So much for that boat.
Can we fix the boat?
You know, an arrogant man once told me you can't change the
I guess the
past,
boat was
only
fine.
how it shapes you.
Or at least there's another
I think
boat.
you might be right. It's been a while since I've had a confidant. Would the god of few words lend me his ear now and again?
As long as I am needed.
So I can't land there. All right, let's go back to Brock's, to Brock and Lunda's, see.
Kratos, tell me of an adversary from your homeland. It will serve us well if I understand more of your battle tactics.
There was Medusa, queen of the Gorgons. Her
The
gaze turned men to
Gorgons?
stone. A mirror would turn her own powers against her. Or you may remove her head, but that is the hard way.
Which did you choose?
The hard way.
Forget I asked.
Yeah, what kind of tactics were you expecting from Kratos? His tactics are generally just vast brutality. Ah, yeah, this is the treasure. I was right. That was next to Brock.
His crest. It's mine.
Oh. A crest depicting the family sigil of Freya and Freyr, of Njord and Skadi. A family that used to exemplify everything noble and wise about the Vanir and Vanheim itself. Then Odin fucked it all up, didn't he? Married Freya and then trapped her on Midgard. It's Midgard. For some reason, I always thought it was Midgard, but I think it's because I've played far too much Final Fantasy VII and read far too little Greek mythology. Tricked those who loved her into believing she'd abandoned them. And then the bastard waged slow, brutal war on those same people he'd sworn to do right by. Knowing that, it's perhaps unsurprising that this crest is defaced. When many of the Vanir think of Freya, they think only of pain. Only one hopes we could change all that.
If you don't need them, I can hold on to those Vanir crests for you.
I don't need them.
I knew he'd left something behind.
I'll buy it, then sell it for a mint once the Vanir decide they want it back.
All right, can I upgrade the... Yes, I can. Excellent. That way, at the very least, it'll be more comparable to what I'm currently wearing.
You won't get so much as a paper cut in that.
Wow, I actually don't have enough money. I need more cash. Can I sell something? Oh, sell more family crests.
Family crests? I'll take them.
Let's sell 10 shattered oh my gosh. Why is it that the game is set up so that if you want to sell your resources, the first option is to sell everything? The first option. I'm going to sell 30 of them so that I don't have to do this again.
Hand it over already. You make up your mind.
But that's a little bit odd
That'll
that
keep
like
your bits in all the right places.
the idea that you would be expected to sell everything versus starting at 1. Like most other shops, if you're selling things
Hitting
in
the
video
road
games.
or chewing the fat?
Hitting the road, actually. Most, like, they usually start you off at just one. Ah, son of a bitch. I forgot about the amulet.
Lunda, would you happen to know how your light and dark elf friends came to be involved?
You mean Big Fair and Bala? Well, they were both imprisoned by one
Oh, I need a
side or
jewel of
another, or maybe both.
Yggdrasil to do this.
Escaped together, been on the run, and absolutely
Yep.
all over each other ever since.
A dark and light elf?
Yeah, we've been told this story. Let's see. Let's switch to this one.
Fleeing their people together. Quite a risk.
Fine then.
Like, I think I have to go back to where the waterfall is for this. Maybe. It would be nice if I was able to track multiple quests at the same time.
Brother, in my travels, I heard of a great battle in your homeland at a place called the Gates of Fire.
The Hut Gates.
You were there?
No.
Is that regret in your voice?
I did regret not dying there for many years. But no longer.
Oh yeah, I started going in this direction and then I stopped and then I was like, this is where I'm stopping for the day. And then I forgot that I was going in the direction. Good times. Good times. Also, I'm pretty sure he's referring to a battle that happened in one of the games I did not
Or
play.
say their markings. Gunhild's companions can't be that far ahead. Look what they've done to this place. Sigil arrows won't work on this.
There we go, remembering basic mechanics. And at least by now I've realized when I do that thing with that item that I just picked up, like, once the thing explodes, the item appears directly in front of me. I don't have to worry about where it's going to be popping off and falling over.
Looks like more armor for Lunda to fix up.
Oh,
The last of them.
yeah, there, the egg. I can just stand here, yep, and there we go. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's done. I've destroyed all of the Vanaheim plants. Alright. I don't consider myself much of a completionist in games. My goal is less to do everything and more to just experience the game. There have been games that I've strangely done more than others. Like, I've actually platinumed Diablo 3 for some reason, and I couldn't really tell you that it's necessarily a better game than others. It's just, I guess it was easier for me to platinum than others.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
But it's also the only game I've ever platinumed. I think. There might be one more, and it might be Doom. I fear devotion. Oh, here we go. Let's try that again. Get some water. Try to do a more dramatic performance. I fear devotion is waning amongst the others. If we are to drive the Aesir from Vanaheim, There are things we must do without hesitation. Sacrifices must be made. And if I'm the only practitioner with enough courage to make them, then so be it. In life do I scream. In death do I sing. In blood do I trust. I'm the vengeance of these lands. Vengeance has made my throat so dry, so dry.
Over there. Those are the lost Sather spirits. Friends of Gunhild.
They don't look very friendly anymore, do they?
Let us put them to rest.
It's explosive! Be careful!
What do these flowers do? Oh. That's how I get this chest. Oh, and I wonder if this goes to that other side of the entrance to the waterfalls. The side that has the overlook
Let's get moving.
where I can get one of Odin's ravens. Oh, there are more.
Protect yourself!
Take that. I wonder if this is something I should try doing more often. Nope. Okay, hold on. I just remembered something. I unlocked ability to pull the axe back. L1 and R2. I forgot.
It's explosive! Be careful!
Thank you.
The family crest of Kvasir the Wise.
Oh,
More
Kvasir
like
the poet.
Kvasir the inebriated, in truth.
Ah, Kvasir, the legendary lush. The stories call him wise beyond words, the inventor of poetry, they say. When he died, his friends mixed his blood with honey to create the mead of poetry, said to imbue any who imbibed it with the power of lyrical wisdom. All bollocks, of course. Kvasir was great for one thing and one thing only. Throwing back drinks. Not to disparage him in the slightest. Most of us can only hope to be as good at anything as Kvasir was holding his alcohol. But his poetry often took the form of progressively more imaginative forms of profanity, and those who drink his blood only felt inspired because the Sot's fluids were at least 50% booze by the time he finally keeled over. Really funny bloke, though. Knew his way around a double entendre.
That's all the crests. Thank you for finding them.
Yeah, good job, me. You have a shield, brother.
On your guard, Kratos!
Ah, damn it. I pulled back the axe in order to do the takedown. And that caused me to immediately... Like, that poison does so much.
It's unstable! Get back!
I think that's the last of them.
Damn it. I knew these souls. I would have thought them smarter than to meddle with Sather magic.
They were desperate.
And now they are dead.
Where am I?
Good riddance.
You blame yourself.
And
It will not lessen your pain.
let's return to Gunhild. Unless you'd like to condescend more.
I do not.
There we go.
Anything illuminating?
This time, maybe. To the Vanir of Vanaheim, my sister has abandoned us. Odin has turned our realm into a prison, and Freya has fled with the key. There's only one path forward, and it will not be a pleasant one. We will take up arms. We will show the Aesir whose realm this is. We will go to war. Freyr.
I wish things had gone differently. But these Sather are at rest now.
Oh. That was not actually my intent. Is there an explosive that I cannot see? Yes. Can I use the sigil arrows to maybe light them? So if I have... Let's hope I can actually reach that. There we
Looks like
go.
that worked.
Good enough. Oh, a heavy rune. A lingering area of effect attack that creates a small hazard, inflicting frost status to all enemies inside. Fantastic.
What did you find?
I found a heavy rune. I'm glad we had this discussion. Oh yeah, and we have to drop off the armor for... for Lunda, finish crafting that.
That Lunda's armor? Hand it over. I can fix it up right quick. What you need now?
We were just talking about this.
Somebody ought to save these, even if the Vanir won't. Damn! Am I good or what?
Very good.
All right. What else do we got? Oh yeah, we need to finish this. Which I think is just right across this river.
Is it done?
Yep.
It is
Are they
done.
dead?
Your friends are at peace.
Good.
And I'm sorry. Had I been here, I would have prevented this.
Do you think us lost babes, incapable of making our own choices?
No, but
We made a mistake, but it was ours to make, not yours to prevent.
Yeah, like there seems to be
Even
a
if you
lot
had been.
going on around Freya and Odin getting married.
Yes,
And placing
you're right.
all of the blame on Freya.
goodbye, Gunhild.
Forgets
Goodbye,
about that
my goddess.
there was a whole war preceding it.
Kratos, thank you for taking the time to help my people.
I helped no one. They were already dead.
Oh, but you did. You put their spirits at ease, and that has eased my spirit as well. I feel lifted.
Enjoy it. It will not last.
You're right. There are most certainly other corrupted sisters out in the realms.
You always know how to end on a cheery note, brother.
The satisfaction you have gained today will be gone tomorrow. All right. Oh, those are just general things. All right, let's go back to the Alfheim, I guess. We're done with Vanaheim for the time being. I wonder if I'm able to actually take care of business in Svartalheim too. Like, have I unlocked ways to deal with that? I forget what Muspelheim was too. I think that was just too high of a quest for me at the time. Sure, why not? Let's go to the canyons.
Are we off to find that elven sanctum then, or something else?
We certainly can. Though we do have something else that needs our attention. We found a Hofgufa out in the Barrens, milady. In terrible pain. We freed it, but there's another intern somewhere beneath the Forbidden Sands.
A Hofgufa? I haven't seen one since I was a child. Lead the way.
Lead the way. Show me this amazing animal. Oh, hello. How long have you been here?
New item recipes.
No. There we go.
Sent to the Tree of the Dead. Perhaps we should check up on it, hmm?
Oh yeah, I haven't really used my XP for much, simply because I can barely remember which moves I have. Let's see. Yeah, sure, why not? And I admit I'm not a big fan of the Relic because of the huge cooldown time. Okay. So yeah, I have to go back towards the Helfka? Hrofka?
Freya, I've always wondered, why was Freyr so revered here so quickly upon his first arrival?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Oh, bit before my time. You tell.
We believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanaheim. Her name was Girth, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light.
Hold. We will finish later.
Ah. Are you going to continue your story? I guess not.
Freya, do you mind picking up that story about your brother? You mentioned a giant had come to Vanaheim to teach you of the Bifrost.
I wonder how many
Yes,
variations there
Girth.
are of stories being
Freyr
interrupted
became
and continued.
immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Girth to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs.
So he was high. He was high when he was navigating.
When he wandered, he wandered. And he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls. The elves have never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
Oh, that is bloody hilarious.
Wait. Let us look this way.
Much of the sand has been
Oh
cleared
my
away,
gosh.
but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean
Another half Gufa.
Okay, are you going to... Was that the end of that story?
Freya, back to the story.
Oh
of
my
your
gosh.
brother. You said the elves saw him emerge from the Lake of Souls.
it's true. I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
Kratos, stop interrupting the stupid story. Let her finish. Or was that the end of the story?
Freya, will you continue that
Ah,
story
thank-
about your brother? He stumbled into Alfheim, became a legend, and left?
Essentially so. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by Light and Dark Elf alike. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him. So the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him. Even if it meant having to rule.
Okay, now that we are done being interrupted by Kratos, who will not continue stories when you are not riding around on his sled, let us carry on to the other trapped creature.
Odd. It looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
Also, if I just kind of like,
Forbidden sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela, and another storm to endure.
if I just spin around the analog stick, like I don't even have to wait for the instruction.
Mecking.
The Nyarta.
I remember when Freyr and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Halfgufa. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim.
Like, a lot of the realms have fallen apart to such disrepair that it's hard to tell whether Ragnarok will really just kind of end everything or just put it out of its misery.
Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave!
So actually, let's track the sand first. Oh, hold on.
I see an entrance!
You do? No. Ah. Though that is probably the best spot for me to try to... Ah. Try to hit this raven. Ah. Actually, hold on. That is the best spot. Ah. No, it is not. So there's the exit to said cave. Like, maybe it's here? Or is it whatever that is? Ah, here it is. Okay, let's get rid of this from the compass.
I hope Freyr will appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hofgufa is free.
I feel like there are two conversations there that kind of like one conversation went one way and then we went back to the previous thing.
This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
Oh, that is just a door. That is why it is so dark, because there is a door blocking the way. And then deeper and deeper still into the earth.
Blocked.
Could I reach it from down here?
Is that the thing that I'm supposed to burn?
No effect. Perhaps a different arrow. This kind of hive material is sensitive to sound. How odd.
Oh. All right. I was gonna say, how does she get
When I
here? But
last
she
came
has her
here with
own.
you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of all
Her own
kinds
grappling
light was
hook.
an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive matter.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Halfgiffer for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
Huh. Okay, but how do I get to that? Oh. There was just another ledge I was able to latch onto. I just needed to tilt the camera down to look.
More hive, but denser.
Oh, you're busy. That's fine. I can wait. So what do I do with this? I can't just attack it. I can't use... Can I burn it?
Too thick for that. Maybe the Twilight Stone on the ground will help.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Well, there you go.
I didn't even notice the reflective surface. It's like, that's the thing, when you have very specific gameplay mechanics for specific sections of the game, and then you don't deal with those mechanics for hours and hours, and then you come back. Like, that's one of the things that essentially enables gameplay to be taught and learned is repetition. And, like, you look at... I think one of the best examples of that type of gameplay design would probably be if you look at Twisted Pixel's more classic section of games. I say classic because nowadays I believe they largely work on VR titles for the Yeah, VR titles for Meta or whatnot. But they're like more classic, like 2D platforming games tended to introduce a specific gameplay mechanic, and then it would by itself, and then it would combine that mechanic with the other mechanics that it's taught through that game. And as you continue playing the game, eventually it reaches a point where the game has stopped teaching you any new mechanics, and the rest of the game is just remixing all of those ideas in different orders. That is not what I wanted to do. I accidentally clicked the left analog stick and the right analog stick at the same time. Who else is trying to fight me? Oh, hello.
Behind you! Incoming poison!
Light elves?
Big ball of light coming your way!
Oh. Sir. I'm trying to fight just one of you, not all of you. Oh. Nope. Can you please target the thing? Thank you.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Where? Oh, down there. Ah. Who invited you to the party? I didn't. Oh, nope. Also, what are light elves doing
Light
here?
elves don't often travel underneath the barons, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim, or so it appears.
Big Deer did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
I suspect the corpse below would disagree.
Son of a... Okay. If you want me to read the codex, please do not also announce that I have read a bunch of codexes at the same time. Because I will not find the codex for what I just picked up. Oh, here we go. This is probably the one. No sacrifice in vain. A corpse lay below this one. I wonder if the poor soul wrote it before expiring, or if it was written by the fiend who caused said expiration. Either way, somebody felt the need to write something. Are you admiring the artwork? That's kind of neat. Like, that's something you don't necessarily see too often, is characters just doing things without prompting the player. Like they have their own idle activities. Do we have a reflective surface? Now that the game reminded me how to play it. Oh. More need for reflective surfaces, I guess? Though this one doesn't seem to be... No, this one does definitely blocking the way forward. I was a reflective surface.
That dense hive is blocking the way. There must be a way past.
Freya, I already said there's a rule for me talking about characters saying things like there must be a way past. There's gotta be a way to find a way around. I'm looking.
That hive doesn't like sound, remember?
I'm aware, but thank you for the reminder.
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
We shall continue. It's interesting how much of this game is designed, like how much level design is just kind of spent for areas that you're just kind of meant to pass through. Like, it's a big game by itself, but like this area with these columns are just meant to be navigated around.
Poison from above!
Good riddance! Light orb incoming!
Come on. You can join me on this side. Ah. Yes, I will throw everybody off of the side of this platform into the pit. I guess I can't throw you into the pit.
I hope freeing these Hofgufas will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate.
Huh. How do I get you to reemerge? Or are you going to just stay there? Oh, that's a non-reflective version of that same material. Ah, that doesn't count. Oh, hello. No, no. Now, how does one reach that chest? No. Well, why can't I grab onto that one? It's not that far away. Is it? Any hints on how to scale this edifice? Like, it probably has something to do with that. There's a climbable wall there. But I need a reflective surface. Okay, so that is the reflective surface. Let's see if I can climb this section here. There we go. And then now I should possibly be able to get up to that chest. Maybe also even find a solution to deal with that hiding lizard. A quick burst of energy that interrupts and knocks back all nearby enemies. I kind of like that. Oh, man. And there we go. And now we can finally progress. Oh, more of these. It's been a while since we've dealt with these things. Oh, jeez. So that's some hive material removed. I wonder if that's just going to remove the way or clear up the way forward. Oh yeah, one of these.
I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face once freed.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the Hofgufa. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in the end.
But if they don't pass on their light, they will be the
We
last.
can live on through our children.
They literally live on through their
Given
children.
another chance. I know what
Ah, one of these. Ah, there we go.
Good. Almost there.
Alright. I feel like this one was a lot easier than the first one. Although I have a slightly better idea as to what I'm doing. So, I'm not going to say I have a completely great idea as to what I'm doing. That would be a lie.
Well done.
Aye, back to the surface then.
Oh, I was gonna say, which way did I come from? Definitely not the way from the glowing chest.
Look out!
Ah, I did not dodge far enough. Okay, we're at least building up your stun meter. Like that. And that. I really need to take advantage of the fact that punching does a lot of stun. I feel like I haven't really done a good enough job in regards to that for this entire game. Ooh, what do we have here?
A pipe.
Used in many of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
A ceremonial pipe. Given Freyr's temperament, one can imagine this saw a great deal of use. Not that I blame him. It's said that some of Alfheim's flora was particularly well suited for recreation. Just one more thing Fimbulwinter took from the realm, I suppose. A shame, too. I was rather interested to learn whether or not my current bodily situation would allow me to reap any hallucinogenic benefits from Alfheim's herbs. Alas, Mimir, you'll have to get high some other time. Yeah. Ooh. Another heavy rune. Which I still haven't even used the previous one because I forgot I had it.
The fate of these creatures. It reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but, well, your stories,
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
Fair. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect her from those who would open it.
Well, at least it's a relatable story.
Also, I realized that both Atreus and Freya have made fun of his storytelling. Though, the way that Freya said, "Go on, Kratos, finish your story," maybe a little condescending. But also, like, what reminded you of that? What part of this reminded you of Pandora's box? Still, though, it's nice to get even more lore towards the idea that those things happened, because I feel as though with Atreus, like Kratos tries to hide his past self. Yep.
It appears we've overstayed our welcome in Alfheim.
Left side, incoming!
I was gonna say, how much longer do I have until I'm done with that specific ability? Oh, and I never bothered to upgrade either of these. Let's see. Slight damage, more stun. Let's go with stun for this one. Oh, I've already spent that. Never mind. Whirling Storm. What are we going to do for that? Stun, Frost, or Momentum? I'm going to go with Stun.
Time to end this storm.
Yes. Yep. We'll still have a few more minor activities to do in this area, but at the very least, the storm will be done. Full Goofa, not a half Goofa.
Stories are of no comfort. Take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they.
Well, didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
I think they've made their choice. That they will pass on their light.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit barrens?
Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.